Here are some of the moments that I had captured on my Facebook page to remember the period of my walk. The walk, day 1. An unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. I did it from Shanzu area to town with my branding on top of my head. Endured the strong winds, oh my. Thank you, Jehovah, in it to win it. The walk, day 2. Believe you can and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. Again I did it from Shanzu area to town with my branding on top of my head. The walk, day 3. There is no traffic jam along the extra mile. Roger Staubach. From Shanzu area to town with my branding on top of my head. The walk, day 4. The only way to do great work is to live what you do. Steve Jobs. From Shanzu area to town with my branding on top of my head. The walk, day 5. Sweet are the uses of adversity. Shakespeare. From Shanzu to town with my branding on top of my head. The walk, day 6. You can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Christopher Columbus. From Shanzu to town with my branding on top of my head. The walk, day 7. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive and then go do that, because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Oprah Winfrey. From Shanzu area to town with my branding on top of my head. The walk, day 8. There is no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Nelson Mandela. From Shanzu area to town with my branding on top of my head. Be inspired. The walk, day 9. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power and magic in it. Johann Wolfgang. From Shanzu area to town with my branding on top of my head. The walk, day 10. A man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Martin Luther King Jr. From Shanzu area to town with my branding on top of my head. Oh, help me, Jehovah. The walk, day 11. If you've been avoiding problems, go out looking for them. You only get better when you get experience dealing with them. John C. Maxwell. Links Road, walk 1. The beauty of living a life of purpose is that you don't lose. It's plus plus all the time. The walk, day 12. Most people won't participate in their own rescue. Don't take it personal when people say no to you. They are only saying no to what is going on in their heads because they are suffering from possibility blindness. Les Brown. Links Road, walk 2. No is fuel to purpose. Purpose pursues a yes in an ocean full of no's. The walk, day 13. I was told when I began my walk that people don't care. Well, it doesn't matter. I own the show and I care. The only way to develop full power, to develop full goal force, is to do what you want to do. Surrender to desire and gain enthusiasm, energy, and even better health. David Schwartz. Links Road, walk 3. Meeting a need. The walk, day 14. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. Mahatma Gandhi. Links Road, walk 4. We can all see the same thing in a situation, but how we interpret and internalize what we see depends on what we are on the inside. A few see passion, some see depression, others see crazy. I feel enjoyment. The walk, day 15. It's really good to be idealistic, but be prepared to be misunderstood. Anyone working on a big vision is going to get called crazy even if you end up right. Anyone taking on a complex problem is going to be blamed for not fully understanding it, even though it's impossible to understand everything up front. Anyone taking on initiative will always get criticized for moving too fast because there's always someone who wants to slow you down. Mark Zuckerberg. Links Road, walk 5. Know where you're going and walk anyhow. The walk, day 16. Go after the things that you want. Some people see the things that they want, others see the things that prevent them from getting what they want. Simon Sinek. Links Road, walk 6. Make sure you're not your own problem. The walk, day 17. Failure does not prevent anyone from succeeding. Quitting does. Giving up does. Failure makes winners hungry. Anonymous. Links Road, walk 7. Leaders in any field define failure differently, and that is why they lead. The walk, day 18. No one accomplishes more than he sets to accomplish. Unleashing the complete self. 17 days of a third of me now is the complete package. 3/3 to be equal to whole. Links Road, walk 8. The competition of great people is not a competition of who is better among, like small people do, but it's always about who has tapped into his or her purpose the most. The walk, day 19. I don't believe in competing for what I want. I believe in creating what I want. I don't believe in competing for what has already been created. Zain Asher. Links Road, walk 9. Innovative thinking doesn't disappoint. Little by little, strides in the right direction are made. The walk, day 20. The fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Only those who see the invisible can do the impossible. Visionary minds. Links Road, walk 10. When I do it, it's because I've made a deep down personal commitment to do it. I love to operate along the extra mile, and my greatest joy is to be there. The picture is clearer there. That's where my purpose receives a proper nurturing. Doctor. The walk, day 21. The people that make it in life, they look around for circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. George Bernard. Links Road, walk 11. I work hard, I play hard, I think hard, I market hard, I get clients hard. But when I get to teach mathematics to my clients, sweet. Prowess galore. Passion is sweet. The walk, day 22. Leaders don't panic. They are not intimidated by change, difficulties. What they are is they're empowered by it. Les Brown. Links Road, walk 12. Continuously raising the bar. The walk, day 23 of 23. It's a common human trait to envy people who have attained success, looking only at the moments of their triumphs and forgetting the price they had to pay. Napoleon Hill. From Shanzu to town, walk 11. This is what I love. Inspired to inspire. Mighty Shimo, thank you. Okay, you might think that this walk amounted to nothing, but let me share these few experiences. I had one elderly woman who was driving a car with the Mombasa cement logo on the sides, and upon seeing me along Links Road, she requested to talk to me as she parked her car. She asked me, "Do you need a job or what?" I told her I needed one, but that of teaching mathematics, and I produced my business card and gave it to her and really thanked her for taking the initiative to talk to me. I had one white woman who was being chauffeured by an African man. They stopped by the roadside to request for my number, and I issued them with my business card and told them why I was doing my work. I also thanked them for making that stop just to talk to me as they drove away. I had a couple other women who literally stopped their cars along Links Road and one in Bombolulu with the intention of talking to me. They really wanted to understand what exactly I was carrying, and I issued them with my business card, and they promised to get in touch with me thereafter. All this was a helper's instinct at play as per God's design of a woman, and that's a good thing. But then I learned this listening to Dr. Miles Monroe, that it's not the bad things that can prevent you from doing great things. It's the good things that can prevent you from doing great things. Oh yes, good things were coming my side that were testing my resolve. Dr. Miles Monroe also said it best, that when you know where you're going, you automatically know the roads that won't take you there. I was not doing my work looking for what I call sympathy jobs. I just did not want by any means anything to sway me, of course. That board signified my struggles in life for so many years. I had been through too much to back down. That board signified my love for mathematics and my quest for a better mathematics environment for the Kenyan child. If I could not serve and showcase my passion in a classroom setup in my country, Kenya, then I had to showcase that on the road for the world to see. That board signified my rise towards purpose fulfillment against difficult odds in my country. I couldn't quit standing out to just fit in. But then I also interacted with so many men, with two standing out for me. There was this one guy who stopped and issued me with a 1,000 shillings note along Links Road. You just don't understand how you made my day better. I had another man on a tuk-tuk who stopped and issued me with a 50 shilling note and told me how I inspired him. I really loved that. Most of the men I interacted with were businessmen along the stretch from Bombolul Estate all the way to Lights Kongwea Market, who are eager to understand what exactly I was doing. I also interacted with so many drivers and conductors, especially those plying the Mtwapa GPO route. I had one who told me after I boarded his matatu that at one time in the morning he saw me while he was driving to town and then back to Mtwapa and then to town again thrice, and that prompted a conversation with him. I really loved the fact that I could make people think, and it allowed me to plant my brand name at Doc Mathematics in their minds. It is this work that made me understand fully who we are as a people in our country, Kenya. It was almost like watching a very interesting movie. In all the pain I was feeling in my hands and especially in my head, silently walking on the right side of the tarmac road along Bombolulu, I heard a lot being said. I heard people saying that I'm getting mad. Some would say that I'm getting depressed. There was one who actually said that I'm taking bang. No wonder Mark Zuckerberg said that anyone working on a big vision is going to get called crazy even if you end up right. There was even one man who took it upon himself to lecture me at Nyali Bridge, the very place I enjoyed the greatest challenge to keep the board on my head, where a slight mistake could have sent the board flying down to the sea. He said, "You are wasting your time. This is Kenya. Nobody is going to help you. Better find something to do for yourself." It's Dr. Miles Monroe who once said, "People who are doing nothing want you to do it with them." Just because you gave up on life doesn't mean I should join your pity party. There was also this woman who we bumped into each other around GPO area, and she told me how she was observing me as I walked by the roadside in the stretch leading to Nyali Center as she took her children to school, and how she was telling her kids to observe how other people like myself were fighting for their dreams, and that really inspired me. And then there are those who kept telling me to capture my phone number as they drove past me. In my mind, I was like, no, we are in the era of the internet. If you cannot search for Doc Mathematics on the internet, then that's it. My mission was to showcase my personal professional brand. This work is different. I even understood better the people I interacted with in my life, friends of friends, acquaintances, their opinions towards what I was doing. Some we could even meet on the streets. Maybe they wanted to see for themselves what I was doing, staring at me as if to wonder, is this person becoming mad or what? Well, I can only live my life my way based on my adherence to natural and spiritual laws. Oh yes. In your journey towards purpose fulfillment, there is greater need to understand your social circle very well, because they will feed your mind with something anyway. The choice is yours in terms of what you allow in your mind en route to your destination. There is a reason as to why I am a leadership consultant, motivational speaker, and mathematics teacher at foundational levels, and you are none of that. The dedication is different. It all depends on whose blueprint for your life you are using. For me, I use the Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi's blueprint. Nelson Mandela had offers to abandon his cause for his freedom from prison, but he didn't accept the offers. Martin Luther King Jr. stood his ground to his last breath, fighting for equal rights for African Americans. Mahatma Gandhi stood his ground to lead the successful campaign for Indians' independence from British rule. All of them had great convictions, the greatest asset of a true leader. To say the least, some of us may not be in this world to seek sympathy. The foundations to which I began my journey towards purpose fulfillment and self-actualization were solely based on my vision to help people and not to seek help from people, because I know how strong I am in my mind to survive and endure difficult odds.